Pizza Hut's grim reality includes failed franchises, bankruptcy, and essentially no revenue growth over the past 10 years. In fact, there is currently a subreddit devoted to locating closed Pizza Hut locations. We must first ask ourselves why Pizza Hut was first so successful and distinctive in order to comprehend why it has lost over half of its market share over the last 20 years. Pizza Hut had a reputation for having some of the most bizarre, yet distinctive and popular pizza designs in the 1990s. These pizzas were not only delicious, but also offered the public a reason to talk about the company. For instance, Pizza Hut introduced the Bigfoot in 1993. At 2 feet long by 1 foot wide, the Bigfoot accounted for 18% of all sales. Also, there were pizzas with cornflakes, hot dogs, and cheeseburger crusts. None of these, however, were as popular as the now famous stuffed crust pizza, which generated $1 billion in sales in its first year and increased pizza's stock price by about 50%. This tactic, of course, occasionally resulted in failures, such as their contentious lasagna pizza, which one reviewer dubbed the worst meal I've ever eaten in my life. Genuinely. Yet, on general, these initiatives appear to have helped Pizza Hut differentiate themselves from the competition, particularly when they were offered in its distinctive dining locations. These restaurants enhanced the social aspect of pizza, transforming it from a simple meal into an occasion. More so than the countless times we've ordered takeout from Domino's, our collective early memories of dining in at our neighborhood Pizza Hut are by far more memorable. Pizza Hut had a physical advantage over rivals when people still ate in restaurants. Nobody could provide an experience quite like Pizza Hut, and this led to their incredible levels of success, particularly in the beginning. You paid exorbitant prices for Pizza Hut's dominant brand of pizza. At first, they had to use little placards that read, "Pizza is customarily eaten with the fingers," to inform the dining public. This recalled that for the first few years, there was only dining, no takeout. I recall that a family-sized pizza was about $20. Nowadays, a pizza would likely cost $50 or more. They paid for it because they were enjoying this delectable dish for the first time. Although the Pizza Hut dining experience first appeared to be financially successful, this did not guarantee its long-term viability. According to some lucrative accounts, Pizza Hut dining was utterly ruined by a new supplier or by the staff's members' decision. The major problems, though, appeared to be caused by other pizza firms that concentrated on delivery. Pizza has a certain quality that makes it ideal for dining at home. As the box doubles as a plate, no silverware is required, and the designed box is small, the likelihood of mess is decreased. At the time that Domino's started to take advantage of this, Pizza Hut didn't even provide delivery. In actuality, Pizza Hut didn't start delivering pizza until 27 years after their company was founded because they were inspired by Domino's success. Pizza could be ordered for delivery, thus there was no need to go to a dining establishment to dine. You could go to any all-you-can-eat restaurant that serves pizza and eat your 8 slices along with 100 other food selections if you really wanted an all-you-can-eat Pizza Hut. Similar to the early years of Pizza Hut, pizza was no longer an exclusive food. Delivery and the absence of exclusivity also altered people's opinions of how prestigious pizza was. As previously said, Pizza Hut embraced the dining model when pizza was a novel and exclusive Italian food. Domino's and delivery services in general, however, reduced pizza to the status of a fast food item. Why would you take your family there for a special occasion when Pizza Hut has become no fancier than McDonald's or KFC? Then there was the rising cost and declining quality of Pizza Hut. The cost increased from $6.49 to $8.49 overnight. The high school kids, who were formerly a common sight, vanished, and as there were less of them, the quality declined. Pizza was always more expensive than the alternatives, and it was only reasonably priced when purchased in multiples of 2, 3, or 4. But prices increased, pizza remained extremely greasy, and low-carb diets became more popular. There are better options available, particularly for that amount of money. Pizza Hut CEO, David Gibbs, asserted that having a huge dining business is a problem for the company today, and that having restaurants is now bad for business. The importance of dining is fading. Pizza Hut should pay more attention to what customers desire, which is to take their pizza with them, rather than on dining. Artie Stars, the president of Pizza Hut USA, emphasized this as well, saying that perception is the company's biggest issue and that many of its consumers don't equate Pizza Hut with delivery. The exterior of its establishments reinforces this image and isn't helping to entice diners, according to Stars. The location doesn't scream, "We deliver," when you drive by it. Pizza Hut sent pizzas to the Oscars, the summit of Mount Kilimanjaro, and space to promote delivery to its consumers, but it still appears that they aren't competitive on delivery. And while we're talking about Pizza Hut, we should also point out that, compared to its rivals, Pizza Hut is incredibly uncompetitive in terms of health. Their basic pepperoni pizza has over twice as many calories as Domino's pepperoni pizza, which has 4,453 kilojoules, or just over 1,000 calories, and has a staggering 8,153 kilojoules, or nearly 2,000 calories, which is close to the total daily adult calorie intake recommendation. Nevertheless, unless we can examine the size and caliber of each pizza, it is unfair to make this statement. Therefore, in order to compare the two different pizzas, we first ordered a pepperoni from Domino's and then the same from the nearby Pizza Hut. As previously indicated, the Domino's pepperoni had 1,064 calories compared to 1,948 for the Pizza Hut pepperoni. In addition, given that the pizza at Pizza Hut costs twice as much as the pizza at Domino's, you might assume that it would be twice as big. Yet, as you can see from the opening, this isn't the case at all. The surface size of the Domino's pizza was 510 square centimeters, whereas the surface size of the Pizza Hut pizza was only 12% greater at 572 square centimeters. Additionally, the pizza with pepperoni only weighed 7% more than the Domino's pizza, which weighed 1.36 pounds. Although Pizza Hut's pizza displayed and arguably even tasted better than Domino's, it is clear why the company has lost its competitive edge, given that its pepperoni is twice as expensive and contains twice as many calories as Domino's. You'll also see from Pizza Hut's menu that the company has long since abandoned its crazy outlandish design experiments. Their website's lone outlandish item is a selection of pizzas that use chicken schnitzel as the basis. Except from that though, it seems like you could buy practically everything else on the menu for less money at Domino's. Currently, there are so many restaurants that have pizza on their menus, not just specialized pizzerias, that you may easily get superior meals at lower pricing elsewhere. Pizza Hut is no longer even worthwhile for pizza. Better outcomes can be found elsewhere. To Pizza Hut's credit, they did attempt to revamp the menu in 2014 when they unveiled Flavor of Now, their most significant brand development to date. Flavor of Now offered a plethora of new, richer menu options and was hailed as the biggest transformation Pizza Hut and the pizza category had ever seen. However, despite the fact that Pizza Hut's revenue actually decreased by $100 million in the year they implemented Taste of Now, Domino's sales increased from $10 billion to $15.8 billion. Their new upscale strategy had little effect on the company's bottom line. While a stable $12 billion each year over the last 10 years still seems like a pretty amazing situation, earlier data shows that the average sales per store have barely moved since 2006, which is roughly the period at which the dining model perished. From 25% in 1995 to 14.3% in 2016, Pizza Hut's market share has decreased due to the expansion of other pizza brands. In 2016, Domino's surpassed Pizza Hut to claim the title of the largest pizza in the world, a title it had held for 45 years. Nevertheless, Pizza Hut's stagnant profitability has led to much greater issues than just losing a meaningless title. For instance, Pizza Hut declared their intention to close over 500 underperforming locations in the United States in August 2019. In August 2020, exactly 1 year later, Pizza Hut's largest franchisor, NPC, revealed that it was insolvent and had approximately $1 billion in debt, forcing it to close 300 Pizza Hut franchises and put its remaining 927 stores up for sale, accounting for 1/5 of every Pizza Hut restaurant in America. Pizza Hut made the decision to close more than 10 of its UK locations a month later. This decision was made in the same year when Domino's and Papa John's reported net sales growth of 17.6% and 15.9% respectively. The logo for pizza was being changed at the time, but it wasn't to a new one that hinted at a promising future. Instead, it was to the one that had been in use from 1974 to 1999 when Pizza Hut was at its peak. Embracing our iconic Pizza Hut emblem is recognition of a historical period where Pizza Hut absolutely reigned supreme, since that's where the future is headed, said Marian Radley, Chief Brand Officer of Pizza Hut. Yet, it also seems as though they're frantically trying to remind people that Pizza Hut still exists, and this doesn't sound like the kind of play from a business that's going to be in charge for the foreseeable future. That concludes today's video on YTPioneers. If you like this video, there will be a ton of other thought-provoking and inspirational content coming on this channel. Consider turning on notifications and subscribing if you will. We appreciate your interest and hope to see you in our upcoming videos. Cheers everyone!